fighters judge me behind or out of the ring, but when they into the ring with me, they find out it's different. So
what is
I have
different when they get
because
in front of you?
I have a lot of talent, a lot of things, a lot of things they don't know till they in the ring with me.
Not really. I'm strong, and come fight night, I think people would be surprised and, seeing how strong that I really am.
There is a lot of excitement as the month comes to a close. Let's look at how the fighters are preparing and find out which boxing experts are backing each side in this huge fight between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford. In the first place, this fight is the turning point in Crawford's career. He wants to beat Canelo so that he can be known as the real pound-for-pound king of boxing. He likes to show others they are wrong because he thinks his knowledge and ability to improve himself can make him smarter than anyone else. He carefully considers all possibilities, which makes him think in a calm but angry way. His view of Canelo is like a jigsaw puzzle. Each training session adds a piece to the whole. It would make him one of the best fighters ever if he won this.
Yeah, a spectacular fight. You got two great fighters, going head to head, and trying to dethrone. You got one fighter trying to dethrone the other one, and you got the other one trying to, stay at the top. So, it's going to be a great fight. Both of us got a lot to lose, but a lot to gain. So, I think that's why everybody should tune in because it's
Jack Catterall, who used to spar with Canelo, has also joined the conversation about this highly anticipated fight. He thought about the times he used to train with Canelo and said he doesn't feel like he can hit as hard now. In addition, he said that Crawford is skilled enough to handle Canelo and use his strategies against him to win. With faith, Catterall said that Crawford would win.
Of course, he's a great fighter. I've been in that situation before. Moving up in weight, 2-weight classes, 1-weight class, a lot of things. And, I'm not underestimate him. I know he's a good fighter and he's gonna put his best in the training camp. But every advantage I have, he's a complete fighter. No, he's a very good fighter. But I'm being there with every single style. Obviously, it's different because he changed the guards and everything. But I need to adapt myself to anything. I hope he comes with the mentality to put a great shot.
If you ask Canelo, he sees this fight as a defense of everything he has done, including his legacy, image, and belts. He wants to set the pace, make it clear early on that he is in charge, and hurt Crawford physically and mentally. Years of experience at the highest level of the sport have made him careful and sure of himself. He respects Crawford's skills, but he believes that his own strength, knowledge, and determination will win. He is going to stick to his claim that the ring is his on fight night. But for Terence Crawford, the most important part of getting ready for a fight is finding a balance between technical skill, mental attention, and physical readiness. His training is based on getting better at the basics, like timing, speed, and mobility, while also making sure that his body can keep working at its best during the fight. You can improve your footwork, make combinations, and practice openings through placement at every lesson. Canelo, on the other hand, spends all of his pad time working on his signature counters and defense mistakes. As Reynoso hits him, he gets angles that let him move in, block blows, and land quick, strong hooks or uppercuts. He practices combining quick attack with head movement to make sure that every defensive move leads to a scoring shot. The tempo changes between slow, precise exchanges and quick bursts to reflect changes in the speed of fight. Canelo makes sure that his responses in the ring are automatic and lightning fast by practicing these patterns over and over again.
And growing into that weight, you could have done them with a couple more there, then moved up to 160, but it's all being done as a bit of a rush. So he's not going to be fully. He's got enough time to put the muscle on to build into the weight, and he's obviously going to do it with the intention of getting back down to 154 and taking on other challenges. So it's not a long-term goal for him to stay there. But like I say, Terence Crawford is an exceptional talent. I remember watching him beat a good friend of mine, Ricky Burns, and it's like since that day I was just, my ears pricked up and I took notice, and every time Terence Crawford boxed, I watched.
John Ryder, a veteran British boxer who has fought Canelo, also said that Crawford is a special talent and that he is smart and skilled enough to beat Canelo. He made it clear that he likes seeing boxers like him because they always give it their all in the ring, and their strong attitude makes a big difference in how well they do. But Ryder was also doubtful, saying that Crawford would have a hard time beating this big 168-pound opponent. Ryder then said that the build-up to this fight will be very important because of his weight class path.
Just Canelo sitting tight on Crawford, not giving him space, block him side to side, and just very much work up close. Don't give Crawford the space to move. Don't give him the leverage to throw his long shots. And listen, Crawford can be dangerous with the leverage and the movement and the switching stances. But I think Canelo's going to sit tight on him, sit on his chest. Good head movement, good slipping, good rolling, good catch counters, and break him down.
John famously leaned toward Canelo, recognizing his strength and weight edge. When he tried to guess how this huge fight would end, he told him that even a bigger fighter might have trouble on fight night if Crawford did that. He told him not to let Crawford land accurate blows and run as fast as possible. Ryder thought that Canelo would win by a gap of points because he thought that Canelo's strength and skill would be better than Crawford's. Terence works hard at every workout he does to get stronger and more fit. He runs and lifts weights. It's cool to show off your muscles, but getting ready for war is more important. His balance, power, and stamina all get better. Even though the training is hard, he keeps going. He keeps going and listens to his teachers. There's no need to cut corners or show off. Instead, keep working toward the same goal, staying strong, quick, and ready. Through these workouts, he builds the skills he needs to do well in the ring.
So, 6, 7, vamos, 9, 10, vamos. 1, 2. Bien la recibes de 5, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8.
When he does the same practice, Canelo focuses on making it last longer and getting stronger. His constant core work gives him the steadiness he needs to take and throw strong shots. He does band resistance workouts, explosive push-ups, and weighted squats to move like he's fighting. Doing plyometric exercises helps his quick-twitch explosiveness, and working out every day makes him stronger. With each deliberate action, he tries to keep his power output and balance the same. Because he works out regularly, he can keep the pressure up from the first bell to the last.
I do believe, all things considered, Terence Bud Crawford will not only win the fight, but he is going to dominate the fight. If there is a decision, the decision will be unanimous. It ain't gonna even be close. Terence Crawford has that extra thing about him where his heart will not allow him to fail. The dude is one of the most competitive people I've ever seen in my life.
Furthermore, taking into account the pros and cons of each boxer, Willie Deet predicted that Terence Crawford would win easily, saying the match would not even be close. He was sure he would win, either by unanimous vote or by taking control of the whole ring. He then said that Crawford was picked because of his great skills, especially his ability to change strategies depending on the enemy. He went on to say that his competitive nature would give him a big edge over Canelo and that he would win the fight from start to finish.
Nunca así, güey, pero nunca acá. Lo estuviste parando y ¡pum! Y ¡pum! Y ¡pum! Y que no te hagan para atrás. Y si te hace poquito atrás así. Así, no así. No que te hagas guango de aquí, güey. No es como hacer esto, que te están haciendo así. No te muevas, dale fuerte, ponme fuerte. Ya si te estoy canchando, me estás canchando mucho más, un pasito para atrás, güey. Sí, okay. Ahí, pero fuerte. Así, así, pero no así.
In terms of the fighters' squads, Canelo and Eddie Reynoso have been working together for years and value and admire each other's work. There is a strict plan that Reynoso follows. When running the gym, he keeps a close eye on every exercise. The extended crew takes care of Canelo's food, recovery, and studying his opponents, so he can focus only on training. Right away, changes are made and feedback is given right away. This makes it possible for the camp to run smoothly from the first day until fight week. Canelo is sure that his team has done everything possible to prepare, so he walks into the ring with full faith.
Type of fighter Canelo is, so as a fighter, you mentally prepare for things like that. And then as a trainer, just making sure he's sharp. His mental game is sharp. His physical game is sharp. Strength wise, nutrition is everything. Got to, like I said, hitting on all cylinders. So by the time you step in that ring, it's easy picking.
It's also a close-knit group at Crawford's camp. Brian McIntyre is in charge of planning it. Changes happen every day because of what people say and do. The team keeps an eye on his health to make sure he doesn't get too tired from working too much. Everyone knows what they need to do, which makes for a healthy atmosphere of trust and accountability. Because they work together, Crawford can only focus on getting ready for the fight because he knows that his team will have the best plan ready for the big day. He also studies his opponent's style, making notes on his skills, weaknesses, and any holes in his defense. Canelo prepares his mind to stay calm under pressure because he knows that the fight could have dramatic and surprising turns. During the fight, he stresses time, accuracy, and being able to change his strategy if you need a more aggressive exchange or a technical method. The hitting bag is also hit by Crawford with focus. Each hit is well-timed and strong. When he strikes, he thinks about timing, speed, and how he moves. He stands up straight and moves the bag around like it's a real person. He takes slow, deep breaths and keeps his eyes on the bag. This part of his training helps him stay strong and ready. He's getting stronger, more in sync, and more focused with each hit. So, don't be surprised if your opponent rules the ring. On September 13th, everyone is ready to fight hard because, as we saw in their training, both sides are getting ready to do their best. Canelo wants to make his name in the fighting world stronger by adding another big win to his record. On the other hand, Crawford wants to win because it could help his career reach new heights. Two groups are locked in a battle every day, knowing that only one can become the undisputed king of the nights.
Besides, sparring days are when everything comes together. Crawford gets in the ring with full focus, treating each round like it's a—
As we make our way to the sparring sessions, Canelo carefully plans his moves so that he can deal with Crawford's unpredictable attitude. Partners are picked so that they can copy his range, changing your attitude and how you counter. The main goals of workouts are to stop the ring, keep the pressure on, and figure out how to get in without taking clean shots. He works on countering, with combinations, moving forward, and rolling underhooks. Every round, Reynoso looks at it and makes changes to his strategy. Canelo tests his patience by keeping calm during the sparring until the right time comes along. He wants to see and learn Crawford's style in the gym by the time the fight comes around. During practice days, everything also fits together. Crawford throws everything he has into the ring and approaches each round as if it were a real fight. He works on his defense, speed, and how he moves. He's never careless when he hits. He watches his partner, thinks about what he's doing before hitting, and makes changes as needed. He keeps his cool and is serious. Studying, getting better, and keeping up with your skills are all important if you want to win. When he spars, he can feel what a real fight is like without all the lights and people.
Right there. Give me 3 and 4. Give me 1. Right. Do it again. That's how you break that up.
Both boxers have been fought before, and Amir Khan recently said what he thought about this fight. He said that both boxers are very good, with Canelo being an experienced pro and Crawford being a person who always puts pressure on opponents. Both have what it takes to win, and on fight night, either could win in the end. But Khan said that Canelo might have a big advantage when they finally fight because he has a lot of experience fighting bigger people.
It's a hard fight to call, honestly, because it just depends what type of fighters show up on the night. I fought both guys. When I fought them at the peak of their careers. The same Canelo gonna fight Crawford, is that gonna be the same Canelo I fought? And with Crawford, we know he turns it up anyway. I think that looking at both fighters, I think Canelo has had more harder fights going up and down the weight divisions. I think he's been in more wars than Crawford. I think Crawford is the fresher fighter who's been in less wars. But
he also said that both fighters should have a simple plan that stresses making the most of every second of the fight, no matter how short it is. If the first fight doesn't work out, the other attacker will take advantage of it. Khan stressed how important every second and move was in the ring and said that both fighters could get hurt because even a small mistake could cost them the fight. He made it clear that the winner will be the person who is most focused and disciplined from start to finish.
100% right there, Sean, because you know what? It's all about timing this. And I think this is at the highest level where every inch is going to make a difference. You know what I mean? Every millisecond, you know what I mean, is going to make a massive difference, because if you fall short, with a punch, you only get caught. If you put your defense down and probably just relax or turn off in that ring, you can get hurt.
Yeah.
And you can get that. It could just take that one punch that changes the whole fight.
Brandon Adams, who practiced with Dimitri Bivol before his fight with Canelo Alvarez, also talked about this epic fight. In the future, he said that Canelo's size is too big for a beginner at 168 pounds, so this fight will be a real test for Terence. In this highly anticipated matchup, Crawford would have to do exceptionally well to win. Relying on his skills and well-thought-out game plans to beat the differences in size and strength. He also told Terence Crawford that he should be ready for Canelo's shots and that he should get ready for the fight very well. It was made clear that Canelo will land very hard hits in the ring. He can train to be as strong as his fierce opponent if he puts strength and fitness first. He also said that Crawford needs to be able to handle tough situations in training camp so that he doesn't get hurt badly by hard shots when they finally fight. In the space below for comments, write down your forecasts. Also, please don't forget to like and subscribe. We really value your help. Coming up soon is Fight Night. Come back here for more details.